When it comes to luxury automobiles, few names resonate with as much prestige, heritage, and engineering mastery as Mercedes-Benz, a brand that has continuously redefined the boundaries of performance, innovation, and comfort, and in this extensive review, we dive deep into the world of Mercedes-Benz luxury cars, exploring every facet that makes them stand out in a fiercely competitive market where excellence is expected rather than applauded. Because what Mercedes-Benz has mastered over the decades is not just the production of vehicles, but the crafting of an identity, a driving experience that combines timeless elegance with futuristic technology, ensuring that each model from the S-Class to the E-Class, from the GLE to the Maybach, carries forward a lineage that dates back more than a century and yet feels like a vision of tomorrow. And to understand the aura of Mercedes-Benz, one must begin with its philosophy, a philosophy rooted in engineering excellence, a meticulous obsession with detail, and a pursuit of perfection that sees no compromise. And so when you step inside a Mercedes-Benz luxury car, you are immediately greeted by an atmosphere that blends modern minimalism with opulent luxury, leather seats that wrap around you with handcrafted stitching, ambient lighting that adapts to your mood with an almost artistic flair, and infotainment systems like the MBUX that respond not only to your touch but also to your voice, creating a seamless connection between driver and machine, while at the same time offering one of the most intuitive digital cockpits in the industry, powered by crisp displays, high-resolution graphics, and customizable layouts that let you decide what matters most to you during your journey, whether it's navigation, performance stats, or entertainment, and beyond aesthetics. Mercedes-Benz luxury cars are built on foundations of performance that balance power and smoothness with remarkable precision, engines that purr quietly at city speeds yet roar with authority on the highway, from refined inline sixes to thunderous V8s and even hybrid or fully electric options in the EQ lineup, showing Mercedes-Benz adaptability in a changing automotive landscape where sustainability is becoming as important as speed, and yet performance never comes at the cost of comfort. As air suspension systems glide over potholes and uneven terrain, adaptive dampers adjust in real time to your driving style, and noise insulation cocoons you from the outside world, leaving you with the impression that you're floating rather than driving, and that duality of being both a high-performance machine and a sanctuary of tranquility is what sets Mercedes-Benz apart, because you're not just buying a car, you're buying an experience, one that caters to the executive who spends hours commuting, the family that values safety and space, and the enthusiast who craves the thrill of acceleration, and safety itself is an area where Mercedes-Benz consistently leads, pioneering technologies like PRE-safe systems that anticipate collisions and prepare the cabin accordingly, advanced driver assistance features that provide semi-autonomous driving on highways, adaptive cruise control, lane-keeping assistance, blind spot monitoring, and intelligent lighting systems that not only adjust brightness automatically but even bend light beams around curves to maximize visibility without blinding other drivers, and all of these innovations create not just a sense of security but a reassurance that Mercedes-Benz has thought through every possible scenario. And then there is design, because design is where Mercedes-Benz creates an emotional connection with its drivers, from the iconic front grille adorned with a three-pointed star that symbolizes dominance on land, sea, and air, to the flowing lines that give the cars their aerodynamic efficiency. Every detail is sculpted with precision, and inside, no surface feels neglected, no control feels flimsy, solid, and crafted to perfection, a tactile reminder that you are inside a machine designed to last, designed to impress, and designed to inspire. And speaking of inspiration, few luxury cars deliver the kind of brand prestige that Mercedes-Benz offers, because owning one is not simply about transportation, it's about status, about becoming part of a community of discerning drivers who appreciate the finer things in life, about aligning oneself with a tradition that began with Carl Benz and has continued to this day as a symbol of innovation and success. And yet Mercedes-Benz never rests on its laurels, constantly updating its models with the latest in connectivity, electrification, and autonomous driving, making sure that the brand not only honors its heritage but also embraces the future, as seen in the EQ lineup of electric vehicles like the EQS, which takes the luxury sedan experience and reinvents it with whisper-quiet performance, futuristic interiors dominated by a hyperscreen dashboard that feels like it belongs on a spaceship, and a battery range that rivals the best in the industry, proving that sustainability and luxury are not mutually exclusive but can coexist in ways that are deeply satisfying. And still, for purists, the flagship S-Class remains the pinnacle of luxury, offering unparalleled rear seat comfort, executive lounge options, massaging seats, reclining positions, and even a fragrance system that gently perfumes the air inside, creating an environment so lavish that long journeys feel like moments of relaxation, not endurance. And to complement all this, Mercedes-Benz also ensures that performance enthusiasts are not left behind, with AMG models that take regular Mercedes-Benz cars and transform them into beasts of acceleration, cornering, and adrenaline, handcrafted engines signed by the engineers who built them. Aggressive styling cues, and exhaust notes that stir the soul, proving that luxury does not mean giving up on passion, and that balance between refinement and exhilaration is where Mercedes-Benz truly excels, because in one brand you can find a vehicle tailored for every personality, every lifestyle, and every aspiration, and while competitors may try to replicate certain features or offer lower prices, what they cannot replicate is the holistic experience, the way Mercedes-Benz blends innovation, tradition, performance, and comfort into a single cohesive identity that stands tall in the crowded field of luxury cars, making it not just a choice but often the choice for those who want the very best. And as we conclude this deep exploration, it's worth noting that Mercedes-Benz is not just selling cars, it is selling dreams, selling the promise of excellence, and ensuring that every journey, no matter how short or long, is elevated into something unforgettable. Because at the heart of every Mercedes-Benz luxury car is not just an engine or technology, but an idea. That driving should never be ordinary, that comfort should never be compromised, and that innovation should always serve the driver, making life not just easier but richer, more elegant, and more fulfilling. And that is why decade after decade, generation after generation, Mercedes-Benz remains the ultimate expression of luxury, engineering, and automotive passion.